entire technique is based on the body's relationship with gravity. So whether you're giving in to gravity or whether you're pushing away from gravity, it is all about that play. The themes behind the work really live in that same vein. Like, we will fall, but we will hope and strive for more, and then we will fall again, and then we will keep rising.
That's the philosophy of the world-renowned Limón Dance Company, as described by its current artistic director, Dante Palaio. The company was established by José Limón in 1946 with his former teacher Doris Humphrey as artistic director. He choreographed more than 75 works, and although he died in 1972, his spirit still drives the company. To prep for their 80th anniversary gala, they recently rehearsed one of his famous dances, guided by Associate Artistic Director Logan Francis Kruger.
It's a little bit of a physical difference, but it's more, of an intentional difference, right?
Dante provided some coaching as well.
You're here, and if you tuck the head in soon, get your head, and then you get right on top of it soon. Misa Brevis is a piece that Jose made after his world tour in 1958. And he saw the mass devastation in Poland after World War II. And he went to these cities, and they were rebuilding their theaters and their towns. So he came home and he was so inspired by that level of hope inside of such devastation that he created one of his greatest works called Misa Brevis.
Is this piece very athletic?
Oh yeah, very physical, lots of rhythms, lots of different rhythms happen at the same time. So you'll see these bodies and all of a sudden up and down and then across and then over, really physically athletic and big lifts and constant down to the floor and then up again. And it's really hypnotizing to watch.
José Limón was an immigrant. His family moved to the U.S. when he was 7. One of the dancers in the company, Olivia Mosey, tells some of his story.
He grew up in Culiacan, Mexico, and at an early age, him and his family, they immigrated to America. Growing up in LA, he actually didn't want to be a dancer. He was really more interested in being a visual artist. He loved painting.
But then he saw his first modern dance. He was captivated.
He came to New York, studied under Doris Humphrey and Charles Weidman, and from there, amazing choreographer, amazing performer, and eventually he created his own dance company.
One of the great dances he choreographed and performed was the Moor's Pavane, based on Shakespeare's Othello. Limón's works are performed by dancers all around the world. The company also commissions new works.
I look at Jose's works and I'm shining a light on why he made a certain work. So that I'm looking at today's artists and I'm saying, okay, who is working in that world and who is pulling from the same thread?
The company also gives classes for dance teachers and up-and-coming performers, and it's never too young to start.
So we've got Limón for kids, L for K. What we do is we go into inner city schools. We share a little bit about who Jose was, why he made the works he made. You get a little bit of a physical experience, like a little bit of a technique class.
They really want everyone to feel the thrill of doing some modern dance.
We also have Limón Outdoors. So every summer, you can catch us at Bryant Park at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings, and it is for anybody who wants to join.
For members of the company, rehearsing Limón's work is a joyful but serious business.
We'll go through, clean the works, run them, drill them, lots of running, lots of lunging, lots of huge jumps, big strides, and really the rise and the fall. I just want to think of the intention behind the movement.
The company says there are many words associated with the Limón technique, including its humanism, breath, lyricism, musicality, and drama. At its base, it says that movement is a physical expression of the human spirit.
It really highlights how us as human, we can be fragile, we can be docile, we can be strong, we can be fearless. And I think that his technique highlights that kind of humanity in all of us, and it brings that out.
The company tours often in the U.S. and around the globe, sharing Limón's legacy. Their New York season is usually at the Joyce Theater in the fall.
I think being a tall immigrant queer man of color in the 1940s and 50s and 60s, for him to have made the kind of impact he did says everything about how strong of an individual and how powerful of an artist he was. His work is absolutely transcendent.
I'm Donna Hanover for Arts in the City.